I want to see how it will handle highlights without specifically taking measurement from the highlights. My honest opinion, that's what I was doing. If you have live view, you see highlights, you reduce too much. You know, every camera has different ways, but to me, for the highlights, they have certain way. It will show you. Focus picking is for focus picking. It's for like manual focus. But for highlights, it's a different one. But I'll get camera. So I get lens. So I'm driving right now to get my camera, and I have lens with me. I have 16 to 35, and I have cards, and I have battery because they don't need your battery. So I have battery, everything. And then I will set to the highlights priority, and I just shoot anything. Let's see what, and then I want to see what it's gonna be. Okay, Canon's come. Anyway, so I got camera, so when they give back to you, it comes in a plastic like that. They put in plastic and they give you this piece of paper. They found more something besides whatever I need. Something with LCD and screen focus. I don't know, but anyway, for everything it was $300. It looks fine. And when you go to like that to the service, after they fix, they give 6-month warranty. So I'm trying to remove that tape and plastic. Let's see what they do. See? Man, so tight. Shoot. Well, if you need a special bag for the future, for traveling, to keep dry, you can save it. I guess that's for your camera. Now, here's my battery. Let's see. The moment I was waiting for more than 10 days. 8 plus 2, 10. Yeah. And then I actually gave before. So I had 2 weekends. Two weekends. So I was waiting for 12 days. Let's see. My damn. Some of those cards, you know, this they will make it in a way like a little bit strange. You don't know which way to open. Okay, let's see. Oh, no. Oh, they give me CF Express. No, it's not Express. CFast, they give me CFast 32 gigabyte. I don't know, for free or what. Either he forgot or he gave me for free. I don't know. So let me see. It says CFast, but it doesn't work. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so you see on the bottom it says highlight tone priority. Right now it's off. Highlight tone priority. So I will change that to on. Okay, it's disable, off, enable. So now enable, it says D plus. Enable. So I want to shoot like that with highlight tone priority. So my highlights are not overexposed, you know. Okay, now so I have CF Express and I have no CF Express, CFast, and second one normal one. This compact flash. So I set on slow. You know that continue shooting but slow, because for what I need slow. I don't need high speed. For high speed you need high shutter, but if I don't have high shutter I'm gonna set on slow. Anyway, everything is working. I have info on the back, so they checked everything. Something with LCD, some focusing, I don't know, some kind of assembly. But anyway, everything is working. I can use RAW, I guess. RAW for CFast and JPEG for other one. Okay, so let me take some pictures to see. I want to see the highlights priority. Okay, few words about mirrorless. What do I think? Because some people, they actually don't think mirrorless is better, but some people are not sure what is it about. So mirrorless means no mirror. Like before, DSLR was mirror, you could see through the lens. So like if I like to look through the lens, I need mirror. That would be a real image. Now mirrorless, there is no mirror. You're basically looking at, suppose, small TV with many dots, super LCD or whatever you might call it, super screen, super TV, right? So what's the advantage of mirrorless? Well, historically, basically, mirrorless mirror is sitting closer to the lens. Like in case of mirror, you have lens, you have mirror, you have sensor. In case of mirrorless, they move sensor close Why? Because if you move sensor closer to the lens, it will get more light. The main reason to move sensor closer to the lens is to get more light. It's better for, I guess, exposure, for the noise, whatever. But then there is a bad part. The bad part is because you move closer to the lens. Anytime you remove lens or do something, you can scratch the sensor, and repair would be very expensive. To replace sensor would be too much, especially if camera is expensive. Now there are newer options. As soon as you remove the lens, basically at the time of removing lens, you have the shutter, the curtains. Some of them, I think, even carbon fiber. So they will protect your sensor. I actually consider that would be a good model. I don't really like to open the lens, unscrew the lens, remove, and then see that sensor. You have dust, you have danger of touching and stuff like that. So, but now there are cameras like I have one DX Mark II. There is live view. Live view is the same. If you push live view, the mirror will go up and it goes straight to sensor. So it works just like mirrorless. The only difference is it's a little bit more far or more close compared to, let's say, Canon RF. Our bodies RF mount. That's why when you put EF lens on RF body, you have like this, probably 1 centimeter or whatever. You have that adapter, so it makes it longer. It will compensate basically for the mirror, because that lens is made for the mirror, for the distance. But if the sensor is close, then you need to have something to make far away, to make it like mirror for the distance. That's why you put that adapter. RF cannot work on EF because you actually need to push further, right? Could be too dangerous. So honestly, there is no difference. The technology between RF and between EF, the technology didn't change that much when they were changing. Yeah, they moved the sensor, but the electronics, they didn't change much. In fact, my Fuji, I had X-H1, my Fuji was newer than this 1DX. 1DX a little bit older, I don't know, a couple years or something. But because of technology of Canon for the flagship camera, this ISO way better. I can shoot them without thinking, really. Like this is 6400 ISO. I can shoot without big thinking about it. There is no noise, really. If you shoot the Fuji X-H1 with that kind of, aperture, not aperture, but that's ISO, you'll have noise. So yes, for the sensor they move, but beside the sensor, the electronics. And in case of Canon, yeah, they improve a little bit maybe, but compared to other companies, it could be actually with a mirror camera better than mirrorless in terms of electronics, because that distance doesn't bring you so much light, really. How much you get? Half a stop? I doubt even 1 stop. Maybe give something. So you can measure, I guess. but I don't really believe just because of moving a little bit you will improve substantially for the light. It goes with electronics, with processor, with all that new stuff. And I've seen pictures. If you look at pictures of 1DX like Mark III and R4, you don't see any kind of substantial difference. I think Roland shutter, a little bit Roland shutter better, because R3 has the stack sensor, but DX didn't have it. So that's the only, I would say, small difference. But the picture wise, the same picture. I don't see anything improved. Honestly, I don't see. R3 picture is so way better than DX. I don't see that. Some might say even opposite. DX picture, if it's not like for the Roland shutter, 1DX Mark III picture is better than R3. Some might say that one. Because 1DX was a flagship. R3 was not really a flagship. It's kind of close to flagship, but it's not. Otherwise they would call it R1 straight from beginning. Because they had 1DX before, they had 5DS, you know, and all that. So anyway, I'm just taking different pictures to see for the dynamic range. So I'm shooting with it. It says plus some kind of. Basically, highlights priority. For me, the most important highlights don't overexpose. And for some reason, many times when you shoot, you actually overexposing because you don't shoot 18% gray. Whatever you see, like suppose there is a black interior, car black interior, it's not 18% gray, so your measurement will be adjusted, and maybe it will be adjusted to too much of overexposure. So anyway, I have that setting right now. So after some time, after I guess different test pictures, or you know, I guess when you get camera you need to take some time to learn, you know, menus and everything. So what can I say? So I have 1DX Mark II. I would say that camera pictures are not worse than my Fujifilm X-H1. So I sold mirrorless and I got this one for some time. I might even have for a long time, because at this point, if I need pictures for real estate and all that, all those wide lenses, wide angle lenses are expensive, and nobody really wanna pay you top dollar. So for now I just keep that one. So the difference between mirrorless and mirror, it's no mirror, and sensor is more close to the lens. That's the difference. Electronic wise, it's pretty much the same. You don't need to change electronics inside of camera substantially. Now, so what can I say? Let's see, hold on. So I had a 1DX Mark II and I had 16-35. So this is taken with that Canon 1DX Mark II. Different pictures. I just recently purchased this one, DxO Photolab. It's actually saying 8.7, which they don't talk.
I will make a separate video on DxO Photolab. So this one kind of a new software to me, but I was using DxO for the buildings to correct lines, so it's not looking like carrot, you know, like carrot looking. This is not corrected. This is only DxO. Now this software is for RAW, it's not for JPEG. If you let's say have JPEG, it will show JPEG, but you cannot use that noise reduction on JPEG. It just doesn't work. You cannot click even on D prime. Anyway, it will be a separate video later. Now, to me, honestly, it's fine. Pictures are fine. This is a raw image, and in DxO then you can change. They have different curves, or this or that, or you can do different things with that. You have highlights, midtones, shadows, blacks. You know, you can change it to whatever you like. This might look a little bit overexposed. You can change exposure to a little bit less, and then I separate it like this. So that's original, that's after correction. You can put in the middle, so that DX, I don't see any noise. Definitely if you shoot during the daytime, there is no noise really. If you see some kind of noise, you can have, you click on that, then you use one D prime. So now, I mean, that's fine. I wish quickly to see what they don't have. Maybe they have somewhere. I wanna quickly to see my ISO, whatever I have ISO. If I use a camera, if for instance this, definitely outside is fine. When you go inside, I was taking pictures in a mall. Suppose this is mall pictures, without flash, without anything. And then I had to change ISO like to 1600 or something. And now you can have noise with it, some noise. So 1600 Fuji was way more noise than this one. 2000 is easy to shoot with this camera. I don't see any big problems with the image. This is 16 to 35 lens. It's quite sharp, and I do like full frame. This camera has the sync speed 250, R3 has 200, R1 has 250. Now this camera can shoot high sync, so you can, I tried it, you can go over 500, you can shoot 1000. So if you shoot on the straight, switch your flash to 1000, and then you use, like, suppose your light. I like this one. This one, Westcott. That's it. Westcott Rapid Box. That's what I like. So sorry, I have some problems. I had to change my computer. I had one computer, I changed to a different computer. A used one. So I have a certain Dell model. And that Dell model is crazy, man. It's allowing me like so much RAM. It's like unheard of. I can easily put 16 gigabyte, 16 by 4. That's already a lot. Okay, I can put another 16 by 4. Another put 16 by 4. 16 by 4. So 4 slots, 16 for one processor, and then again 4 slots by 16. Just one processor, I can have so much RAM. I can even put more than it. So, and I have dual processor, so now it's like my computer doesn't stick that much like before. So I basically changed to a different kind of computer, and I have 5 terabytes memory. I had 4 and I added another hard drive 1, so I have 5, and I have SSD. I changed graphic card to a better one, a thicker one, dual slot graphic card. So now I'm how to say, I have certain other things. Now this camera, some people say it has certain too much warm tone. You see, when I shoot without measuring with the light, when you shoot like this, because it's all white, it's better have exposure compensation. I didn't have anything. I was just shooting whatever you know, whatever is out there, without big thinking. So it's alright. If I need to reduce something on the noise, I can use noise reduction. This one is surprisingly working good, that DxO. Now I got that on sale. It was sale, recently sale, 25% off. So I got it on sale. What else can I say? This is raw. I'm going through raw images. Let's take a look at, suppose this is building. Images are very clean. With DxO you can go more than like 3x, it's just so many x, and then you can play. So I was shooting with priority, highlights priority, so I don't see any clipping or anything. It's okay. Now for shadows, you might need to work on shadows here and there, blacks. So there is a way to correct blacks. You know, like you see on the bottom, the shadows. Maybe you don't want like too much of it, too dark. If you want to see details, you can change. So like say here you cannot see details, here you can. And the image is clean. To me clean. I don't see problems. And you know, like when you do like this, 3x or whatever, that's only 20 megapixel camera. Pixelations, you don't see that much. It's quite smooth. I consider it smooth. So, what can I say? I think it's okay. If you like cameras, photography, it's okay. Even right now 25 DX is fine. It is heavy camera, I can tell you. It is not a light camera, but you feel like it is demo machine. It has power. It can perform good. You can shoot with live view. You can shoot up to 16 frames per second. So like 014, it's similar to R1. The only difference is basically mirror or mirrorless. If you push on live view the button, the mirror go up, so you have mirrorless way. It just sends RF closer to the lens and DX a little bit far. That's pretty much it. And R1 has newer electronics and newer processor, but even this one is fine. I actually when I had XH1, sometimes I was upset with something. This is like I'm back to normal. Full frame, and I don't need this. I don't like really crop sensor. I'm okay with crop sensor for, like, let's say for vlogging. I do like crop sensor for vlogging and for video, because you know depth of field with crop sensor is actually made in a way that you don't need to close aperture that much to have bigger depth of field. Sometimes you want depth of field from here to there, but because of the nature of crop sensor you don't need to close that much, so I kind of like it. And plus it's smaller camera. For vlogging I like, you know, crop sensor. For photography something else. So what else? I don't see any problems with anything. Here I took picture of Apple building, I mean store. It's alright, pretty clean. I don't do any sharpening. This is just straight raw image. If I start to do sharpening or something, it's possible. Now suppose I like more this area lighter. It's okay, a little bit like this. Exposure. You know, camera is camera. You know those curves. I like white balance, so I go with white balance. Check for white balance. It has gradient. If you want to grade, you can use gradient. Now I don't do this. I'm gonna do just talking about, you know, the picture. So all this was taken with, I like to see immediately, like it says like ISO and information. I don't see it. Maybe they have that. So if I see, like, suppose I know if it's inside, I was using high ISO. That's when I want to use, you know, the denoising. Outside I don't need to even look at denoising. It's alright. Now let me see. Okay, I have DxO smart lighting, so it will automatically make lighter. And I like this one too, DxO clear view. In some cases clear view works pretty good. So I like either this original, kind of dark. This is better. This is high. High ISO. This is no light, only this available small light. And that one. This is high ISO. So for that one you can use that third one. Maybe denoising a little bit more. You see, gone, completely gone, all that crap. So it's pretty clean, all that crap is gone. It's not bad. Original, raw, as quickly changed, including the garbage. You see now, like, so nice. I can have big print with that, just with 20 megapixels using the DxO. What else I can say? So if you buy again at least 200,000 shutter speed, shutter count or less, because the life of sensor is 400,000, make sure it's working. Check everything. If you cannot check, if you do online, then just verify everything's working. You know, you can ask, take a picture and send to me. What else? Lenses are much cheaper. You buy lens for EF like 2-3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old. You can find the price would be way less than RF. It's still good. You can use EF lenses for video cameras. Some kind of cameras, like, you know, the C500 and those kinds, they have EF mount. So if you like to use used equipment, that's okay. I consider this camera for like real estate. Nobody really cares about your camera. They don't even see that. You come shoot and you leave. They don't really care. If you walk around somewhere else, they might say, oh, it's older camera. Otherwise, it's not an older camera. It's okay, older camera. What else I can say? I would say you need to consider batteries. Those Canon batteries, I have 3. When I got camera, I have 3 batteries. But those LP19s, after a while, they don't hold the charge as new ones. So expect the battery will be used much faster. So you might even need to buy a new battery, because if I go outside for one day, I didn't shoot too much, but I had camera on. I don't shut down, I just keep camera on for one day, like not one day, I would say half a day. The whole battery is gone. So battery life, LP19 old one might be not good enough. You might need to buy a new one. It's up to you. That's all I can say. I would say, if you like photography, if you like to submit your pictures to different sites, you know, there are different places where you can submit pictures just for your hobby, or you submit, other guys submit, you know, to see how it is. You know, this camera is good enough, like a good hobby camera, even professional camera. If people use C500 today for video, it's okay, still use DX. That's all I can say. Have a good time. Bye.